Hey everybody, happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to a midweek edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. How are you doing today? I hope well. I hope you are having a good week so far. We're at the midway part now. You can do this, right? The weekend it's in the distance, but it's not that far. And here we are. We're gathered today to once again look at God's Word. And I'm thrilled that you've joined me here. And we're actually going to kind of come off the thoughts that we had yesterday on being crucified with Christ and Christ living within us. That it's not us that's living, but Christ. Paul kind of goes forward in some of these thoughts, this time in speaking in the book of Ephesians. And it's Ephesians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. And there we're going to read I think a really important challenge for each and every one of us. Would you take a look at this verse with me? Here's what it says. Imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are His dear children. Live a life filled with love, following the example of Christ. He loved us and offered Himself as a sacrifice for us, a pleasing aroma to God. That very first part tells us that we should imitate God in everything that we do. Everything that we do, we should imitate God. Back when I was a youth pastor, which is a while ago, we had these wristbands that we would wear, WWJD, What Would Jesus Do? And it was kind of a reminder daily when we would wear these. Okay, what would Jesus do in this situation? How would the Lord handle what I'm dealing with right now? And that was kind of a visible reminder to us. And I think that same principle holds true for us. And many of you have heard me say this before, but I think the danger we run into is compartmentalizing our lives so much that God almost becomes one of those compartments, one of those sections of our lives, rather than an umbrella over our entire life. For example, some of us, we've got our work from 9 to 5. We've got our let's say you go to the gym from 7 to 8:30. You've got time with the kids, or you're taking kids to soccer practice, and you've got you've got all the segregated time, and that's your life. Or you've got your work life, you've got your personal life, you've got your romantic life, you've got your whatever, and somehow you kind of squeeze God in for a little bit during the week. And I don't think that's how this is supposed to work. I think that God needs to be very much ingrained and involved in my work life, and in my personal life, and in my time with my family, my kids, my spouse. He needs to be involved in that time that I'm alone, that nobody ever sees me. Those times that I interact with total strangers, those times when temptation comes my way. How would God deal with this? And I think that's what being an imitator of God is. It's trying to interject God into every part of our life. So God's not a part of our lives. God is our life. He is in every facet of our existence. And that, I think, is being an imitator of God. And I really want to challenge you today. I'm not sure what all of you are going to be facing today or the next day, but I think as you're interacting with people, as you're making decisions, as you're maybe even facing temptation, I think when all of that is taking place, then God needs to be interjected in all of that. And it's the question of, okay, Lord, what is your will? What would you actually do here in this situation? Would you say yes to how I'm acting? Would you say no to what I want to do? And then act accordingly. Act accordingly. Let's be imitators of God. Just as a child will imitate his parent or somebody else, Let's imitate God the same way. Okay, gotta let you go. Thanks for joining me. I hope that's a blessing and a challenge to you. It is to me. And we love you. Lord willing, we'll see you again next time. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.